Hey everyone, this is Kimmie. I am Mama on a Mission, and I have a Goodwill bins outlet thrift haul for you guys. I am just going to do this one bag because it is late, but I do actually need inventory, so I don't need to go get more inventory. What I need to do is process my inventory. So I'm going to get through this bag really quick to show you guys what I picked up at the Goodwill bins outlet. If you are new to the channel or watching this for the first time, I am a 14-year online reseller. I primarily sell clothes, but occasionally I will also do shoes, accessories. I did actually list a few hard goods today. I really envy people who do hard goods. I love looking at it, but I just don't always know what to pick up. So I am going to try to do a little bit more in the hard goods game, but most of my thrift hauls will be clothing and occasionally some shoes and accessories. I will kind of go over why I picked the item up and why I think it's going to sell or what I think it's going to sell for, all those different things. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it in some capacity. So I peeked at the top of this and I saw some really good style-based items right off the top. So I'm not exactly sure what's in the bottom of it, but I guess we're going to find out. So let's, my bins is $1.29 per pound. So before I get too crazy into things, and it's one of the places I go that's in a rotation of many items, like many thrift stores and type of places I go. In Wisconsin, we're finally almost getting to like estate sale and garage sale time. There's a church sale that I love that comes up in May that I'm really looking forward to, that I usually do pretty well at, although it's usually really busy. Our weather just does not allow us to do like garage sales all year long. In fact, it's April and it snowed today, so just can't do garage sales. So I'm looking forward to adding those to my different places to resell, to thrift, and find, source items. But the Goodwill bins outlet, I usually go, I'm going to say 2 to 4 times a month. I really envy the people that I watch that are like, I source every day. I'm like so jealous. But I don't. I usually only source 1 day per week, maybe 2 days per week. And Goodwill outlet bins is in there somewhere. So $1.29 per pound. Most of these items are going to be $1.29 or less, honestly. I did take a look. I just glanced at this and you're going to be like, oh, what is this? This is a style-based piece, meaning that I picked it up for style reasons. It's late. It's 10 o'clock at night when I'm filming this. So you guys know sometimes I'm burning the midnight, what did they say? Burning the midnight oil, I think. My kids and my husband have already gone to sleep. So sometimes that's like the best time for me to do video. In regards to, you won't hear like a bunch of elephants running across the floor or banging or basketballs or whatever. The bad thing is I've already been up for like 15 hours and I'm exhausted. So the brain doesn't always function the way it should. Anyways, this is just Coldwater Creek, but I didn't pick it up for that reason. This, style is a witchy goth type of style. It's a velvet burnout. See that there? Like the velvet. Oh, it's so pretty. The light is actually really picking that up really nice. Long sleeve, I would love if this was more of like a flare sleeve, or maybe some lacy details on it, but it is semi-sheer, where you can see the hand through it. It has the velvet burnout, this dark like maroon color, dark romantic. I will also put as a keyword in for this. Like I said, goth, witchy. I might even put fairy in there just because of the pretty kind of design and the velvet burnout. This is just a very classic style-based piece for me right now. Definitely less than a pound. So this costs 75 cents to $1. And will most likely go in the $25 range. I usually say a lot of these style-based pickups go in the $25 range, meaning it could go for $22, it could go for $27, because I do accept offers on my items. Now this, you know, I'm wondering if I'm a little late. This might sit for me for a little while, which is okay. The brand is Betsy Adam, made in USA. This is a vintage gown. Again, with this really pretty dark color. I wonder if these came from the same person. But this is another style-based piece. Very pretty. This is all day, like whimsy goth or just goth. But it's definitely more of a whimsical. It's a dress, fairy goth, dark romantic, very pretty piece. So this is all velvet. It has this beautiful detail here. It's all attached to the back, made in USA. It is vintage, and it has that ruching. Can you see that ruching detail? All of those are reasons to pick this up. I had no idea what this brand is, and I really didn't care, to be quite frank, because of those other, you know, reasons to pick it up. Vintage, made in USA, this lovely dark color. It's velvet, the ruching. This is a style-based piece all day. You know, some of my dresses, I'm going to have to really think about where I'm going to start on that, because this actually may be more of a fall piece. But I am doing pretty well in my style-based dress items. I'm probably going to start in the $50 range. And I don't think that brand is going to add any value to it, but I will do a little more research. But remember, stack all those reasons to pick it up. And at the bins, I mean, that was a really lovely piece, honestly. This is Ralph Lauren. Size large. This is a lightweight flannel, but at the bins, this color might still sell for spring. Maybe I'd get it up for Easter, probably not, knowing me, but I do need items. So I might turn this actually pretty quickly. The pinks, the purples, the greens, this is very much a spring piece. At, you know, Ralph Lauren at the bins, that's a no-brainer. The size was large. Usually a larger size would be a little bit better, but Ralph Lauren at the bins is almost always a pickup if it's in decent condition. So very happy about that. In fact, I'm really happy with all three of those pieces so far. My last trip, which is not this trip, the last trip is still in my car in the trunk, hiding away. Just was meh. You know, do you guys have those trips? And I think that's why sometimes you do maybe need to source a little bit more, because you never know. You might have a bad trip, and I list at least 10 items a day. Today I listed 15 items. So, you know, how many pieces are going to be in this bag? And if I'm going every day listing at least 10 items, this bag's only going to hold maybe 25 items, maybe, probably less. So I'll get through this bag in like a day. So it's nice to start out with some good solid items. If you can see that, it says Rose Marine, made in Italy, 2X. You know what? I'm going to look at... Sometimes you guys know I do some live Googling here. Not Googling. Look it up, eBay, solds. I did not necessarily know this brand very well. I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever sold it. And I'm looking at solds right now today. Plus size, $29.99. That one went for $58, but it's a size 2X, 100% linen. This one went for $40 today, pre-owned. These are all in the $30, $40 range. So that is great. That one went for $45. So this is good. Very classic piece. I will get this up quickly because this is flying out of my closet right now. We're in early spring. Well, we're in spring going into early summer. And these are the types of pieces that people are looking for. This is a nice tan. Kind of has a wide sleeve, which is nice. A short sleeve. It makes it kind of airy, and it does have like some eyelet detail at the bottom, which is also nice. It's breathable, it's airy, it's flowy, all of those things. Made in Italy, 100% linen, plus size 2X. This is very in season. This is less than £1 because it's linen. You know, $1 to $30. I'm always telling you guys that's great. So I'm actually really excited about those. I hope I can keep this going because those first 4 pieces I'm very excited about. Oh. any of you who have been around long enough to bless you for watching my videos, but sometimes I have that random reaction, and you guys should know at that point I'm excited about some. Oh man, you guys should look at this. I remember seeing this in a bin. Somebody threw it back. There's a couple parts in my Goodwill bins where people just throw things back because they hang out and go through stuff before they go to the checkout. And I was just really happy to find this. It is one of my bread and butters, Torrid. This is brand new with tags. Size 2. Says comfortable wireless cups, adjustable, removable straps. Helps conceal the tummy. It's a swimsuit. Torrid Swim does really well for me. And actually, this is a beautiful purple color. Look at this. So pretty, you guys. The price on this is $74.90. Oh, so each piece is priced separate. So I do have 2 pieces here, and each piece is priced separately. The top is $74.90 and the bottom is $44.90. So when I tell you guys I like picking up good swim items, like quality, you don't want to pick up a bad, like a swim item that's in really poor condition. Nobody wants to wear a swim dress that the strap's going to fly off when we're going through the ocean. You know what I mean? So, I like doing swim though because it can be so expensive, especially in plus size. So these 2 pieces together, brand new, are like $120. So this is fantastic. This beautiful baby doll with the ruffle accents here, adjustable straps. It did say straplet, under wireless, like wireless, which is kind of nice. And then it has the pieces are kind of together. It looks like a high-waisted with a ruche bottom. So this is a very cute set. Oh my gosh. And then the ruching is this detail here, which is very flattering for plus-size women. So that is also a fantastic pickup. 2-piece Torrid swimsuit. It retailed for $120. How's that? $120. I would probably guess I'm going to ask $50 to $60 for that, and I don't think I will have a whole lot of trouble. It's brand new, never used. Beautiful purple color, ruching, baby doll, all these different styles that are really good for plus size ladies. I am a plus size lady, so I do like, I kind of understand the customer base, and I don't know, if that was my size, I might try it on. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Oh, I remember I found this at the last minute, and I didn't really know what it was. I had to look it up. Bomar. Let's look at this, right? And I remember looking at sold, and I'm like, oh, is this worth it? And I'm always in a rush, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm just throwing it in. And it is a 70% cotton, 30% linen. Chime in. Do you know this Bomar? I'm going to look it up right now and just see. I was like, it's light enough. It's at the bins. Let's just go with it. Does it say Bomar though? That was the hard part, is I can't really tell what exactly it says. Bomar. I don't know if that's like a different language, because a lot of it is in a different language. Anyways, let's see if I can see any Bomar. I don't see anything right off the bat. It is a cotton linen, super cute dress. It's strappy. It has that smocked detail. This is very peasant. It's boho. It's hippie. Look at this back, this little strappy back. Super, super cute. I will put all those details in it. The linen blend. Here's some more strappy ties. This is a very cute piece. So even on style, it's a good pickup. I am going to look it up. It even has this little Bomar. I will have to see someday if I can figure that out, and I'll let you guys know. Oh, here's a Bomar dress. It sold for $98. This may be like one of those brands that either is a designer brand or a brand from another country. Like maybe it looks like maybe it's in Spanish, so maybe Spain or Mexico or something like that. So it's not super popular, but that was a sold for $98. So the positive is it could potentially be a good brand, but the negative is it might not have a huge following and a lot of people might not be looking for it. So I will also have to sell it on the smocked, the peasant, the boho, the linen blend, the strappy, the hippie, all of those things. Very cute. Cost me less than $1. Couple fuzzies there. Still, in my opinion, a good pickup, especially with the linen flying out right now. Here's a brand I do really like to sell that a lot of people probably wouldn't tell you about. It's Ishakti. I've sold this brand many, many times. This is a skirt. Ishakti is a plus size brand and it flies out of my closet. I normally do dresses or tops. They really specialize in dresses in my experience. But I do love this Aztec tribal kind of Western boho print. It does have some stretch in the waist, which is nice. It always seems that they have really nice details in their items. So this was a no-brainer for me. A brand I do love picking up for my plus size ladies. I like the print. I like the stretch elastic band. All of those things. Most of my dresses for that brand go in the 35 to 45 range. Being that this is a skirt, I'm going to guess it will go for $25, and it was probably 75 cents. Now what do we have here? This is another Torrid piece, size 2X. Passionate woman is worth the chaos. I like it, Torrid. I like it. This is like a bodysuit. I normally don't do a ton in bodysuit or intimates. I do believe, though, this is very much a witchy, very gothic. I will probably even put like sexy in there. It does have an underwire piece. You know, sometimes people will use these intimate type pieces to layer like underneath other pieces. It does have adjustable straps to it. So this is actually a really nice Torrid's. Intimate pieces are again in $50, $60, $70 range. You know, you have to be careful because you just want to make sure the item is in good condition. This is like fairy goth all day. And then the ribbing down the front. Ooh, this feels soft. Cashmere. Charter Club cashmere. Now look, my Goodwill had $13.99 on this. And it ended up at the bins. And that's what happens when they overprice. Because people won't pay for that. And then bins people scoop it up for 75 cents. I do pretty well with Charter Club cashmere. It's 100% cashmere, but it is an extra small, which is a little bit of a size that I don't typically like to pick up, but it is 100% cashmere. It's a bins price. I do like this color. It's very soft. It almost has like an A-line fit, which is nice, like a little bit wider at the bottom. And there are some seam details, you know, all those things I will put in there. This is a $25 piece. Looks like I have another swim item in here. Land's End is a great swim brand that I pick up at the bins. It's a fantastic pickup. 20W, which is a plus size, like a 1X. It does have underwire. It does have adjustable straps. Love this like blue wavy print. It does have black in there, which I always kind of love because you can easily pair it with a black or a blue bottom because this is a tankini. It has the ruching on the side with the adjustable ties. All of those things are good selling points. My Land's End swim again is a 20 to 25. And if you haven't already picked up on it, you know, that's my bread and butter. Everybody's business model is different, and I have been working all day, and I've listened to a ton of resellers. And actually, Kimmie, the Grateful Queen, she talked about, you know, that everybody's business model is different. And I personally believe, and I know I've talked about this with a couple of you on my channel, that KD. Comparison is a thief of joy. It's so late. But you don't want to compare yourself to too many different people. Even Quimby said today, she's fine picking up an item for $1 and selling it for $19 if she knows it's a really solid item that's still worth her time. Now, if it's not your business model and you're only picking up items that are at least 30, 40, 50, hey, I am all about it. You go and do that. I will support you 100%. So, you know, my bread and butter is taking $1 to $2 items and flipping it to 20 and 25. And that kind of sustains the base of my business. And that's just how I do my things. So if you do it different, that is totally okay. And hopefully, you know, we all can learn from each other and support each other and whatever that means for you, for your business. So I wasn't sure about this brand, and it looks like the comps are okay. C3 Cashmere. Again, I picked it up because of the cashmere. I did love, this is like the England, right? Flag, which is kind of neat. So I'll put that in there. It's 100% cashmere, medium. I tell you guys at the bins and stuff, if it's cashmere and it's at the bins for like 75 cents, I'll pick it up. I'm looking at the solds right here, not specifically that London, England one. Most of these cashmere, the C3 cashmere is, you know, going for about $20. This one's $23.76. This one was $15.80, $29. This is kind of unique. So I'll probably be in the $25 range for that as well. Ooh, I see some shoes at the end here. Now I do remember, oh yeah, and these are trouser. Okay. This is a good pickup here. Alan B. Now I had to look this up. Alan B. by Alan Schwartz. It does have a tag still on it, and it's a trouser flare. And that is the style that is really popular right now. This has new with tags. It's a dark wash, and it goes down to, see that flare there? This is a trouser flare. Very dark wash on this. Brand new. I do love the little like the buttons have rhinestones on them. And the comps were really good on these. Let's see. Pre-owned a pair similar to this. I just looked up Alan B trouser flare. $35. I don't know why these went for $95. You know, there's always anomalies in here. It looks like this one had some really nice embroidery. $28, $40, $29, $34. So especially because these are new and I had it selected to pre-owned, I'm going to probably put this in the $35 to $45 range. Alan B, I do think is maybe a brand that you might want to double check on. However, what really sold me on this was that it was still new with tags and it was the trouser style flare that is really popular right now. And at the bins, being that jeans aren't going to cost me $12 like at a regular thrift store, that is why I picked it up. What do we got in here? I see a new with tags. Wow, I must have done really well with the swim today. Or this day. It is LL Bean. Wow. LL Bean. It has an $89 price tag on it. I did really well with the swim for this. It says Slimming Swimwear Tankini, size 14, black iCat. I tell you guys, I do love like when you have new with tag stuff because you can put in all you don't even really have to think about it. Even if you're just Googling it or looking up your eBay solds, it tells you all the things right here. It has SPF 50, it's SunSmart, it's Lycra, LYCRA, the material. So you can look up all of those things in order to find out if it's selling well. However, LL Bean is a solid brand for me. I doubt I looked this up. New with tags, it says $89 right on it. A great swim size at 14. You guys, all of these pieces so far I've been really happy with. So I did good this day. Brand new, and I will get this up listed quickly because I've been selling swim, linen, all the things I tell you guys about. So that is another fantastic pickup. Very, very happy with that. I wish all of my days I felt like that at the Goodwill bins, because sometimes when I go there, since it's only $1.29 a pound, sometimes I feel like I short myself, or that I pick up things maybe I shouldn't necessarily, because of the fact that it's only $1 for a lot of these pieces, unless it's something heavy. That swimwear item definitely was like 75 cents to $1. So, you know, it's a plus minus, because it's cheap and then I want to just pick up everything. But this bag for sure is solid all around. What does that say? Hand jive wear art. Handmade in the USA. Hand jive. Let's look it up. Hand jive wear art. So I do talk to you guys about this style. Art to wear is primarily I think even Quimby sometimes says, think about it as like what your art teacher would have worn. And that's the type of aesthetic that they like and the style that they're looking for. And this is absolutely 100% a art to wear. And in fact, I guess it does say right there, wear art. Now at the regular Goodwill, they only had $4.99 on it. So that's honestly not that bad. It's a size large, and it's also handmade in the USA. That is all fantastic. Look for like this artsy kind of look with the, that's like a watercolor. It has a thermal waffle knit to it, long sleeve. Let's see what these solds are. This one was 35, 25, 29. That's like a sweater, so that's not as applicable. This one went for 45. So I'm guessing I'll be in the $29 to $35 range for this. It is a pretty piece. Definitely art to wear all day. That's another style aesthetic I don't talk about as much. However, I do believe in one of my solds recently, I talked about a couple art to wear type of pieces. Almost done here, guys. In just this one bag. Then I get to go to bed. This is Madewell. This is a little off season because it's got to be some kind of wool, alpaca. It's 100% merino wool. Madewell. It does need some sweater shaving. However, Madewell, good brand, 100% merino wool. This is a V-neck cardigan button down with the slouchy pockets. All of those are great keywords and reasons to pick it up. I will give that a sweater shave. It's probably going to sit a little while because it's a little off season, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, another swim piece. Wow. So this is, let's see if I can find the tag for you. Oh, this is new. Oh my gosh, I did so good with the swim this day. Swimsuits for All is a decent brand. You'd be surprised at even what a basic, not like a Torrid swim would cost you. Like this, I'm sure this probably still costs like $60, $70. Swimsuits for All. Brand new with tags. Size 18. Again, this is a nice piece because you can pair it with so many different colors. So like if you only have one piece, I just always want to be able to offer my customers like a suggestion in my description. Like it only includes the one piece of tankini, but would easily pair with virtually any gray and black. This would be so cute just with a black bottom. Brand new. It has the crisscross like accent at the chest there. That's another great swim piece. I better get all of these up because we're right in season. And then I have some, what are these? Wow, I got a couple shoes here and then we'll be done. Okay, not these is not the ones I was, there's a pair in there that looks kind of funky. So these only had $6.99 on them. It's Cole Haan, which I don't always, see here's the sticker, I'm gonna just take it right off. Cole Haan. The reason why I picked this up because I've done well before with the collaboration with Nike Air. I don't know how well that's going to pick it up. It's a Cole Haan Nike Air loafer shoe. They're in great condition. Let's see if I can find a size really quick. Size 9. Loafer, driving shoe, dress shoe. Black, always a classic color for these. I think the last pair I sold for like 25 bucks. I will just search it super quick so we could just see. Cole Haan Nike Air. We'll put loafer. That's basically what they are, this like style of shoe. There we go, right off the bat. 25 is the top driving shoe. $25 right at the top there. These are size 9, black. Those are all good. This is a black. That's 44, 44, 44, 29, 42, 33. So that's not so bad. Even this plain pair is another 25. So I'm going to say I will sell these. I'll probably list them for 35 bucks because the solds are a little bit all over the place, but I'm going to land in $25 to $30 range, and that is good with me. I do like selling Crocs, especially at the Goodwill outlet. These are so lightweight, you guys. These probably cost me a quarter because they're like, you know, they're nothing. This is a different style Croc. I'll have to look up and see what kind it is, but obviously it has like the sling back with a peep toe. These are also great for the season right now. I will just use the Google photo thing and get the style. It says women's size 8, crocs.com, in great condition. You know, if you have a worn pair of Crocs, especially right here, sometimes the heel, depending on the shoe, it'll be all worn. It'll be like the tread will be completely nothing. So that's when you know, but these are in great condition. My last similar pair to this went for about $25 very quickly. So to take 50 cents and put it to $20, $25 even, it's great. This is what I'm talking about. What are these? This is the last item in my bag. I don't even know. I think I just was like so intrigued with these. Look at the details. They're like a burned wood, or something. Does it have any type of brand or anything? It does have a real like sole on it. It's some kind of earthy. You can hear it. They're like clogs. Look at these. It's wood. I'm pretty sure this is real wood. These are earthy. These are earthy, boho, bohemian, hippie, very unique design. Very cool. Lots of details. I don't see really any information on them though. So that might be a problem, which I normally don't do. If there's no brand or no like details, I normally don't pick them up. But I'm assuming that these were just so funky that I was like, I just had to get them. Wow, they're really, really well made too. Okay, well, stay tuned. Maybe someday these will be on one of my solds and I will be able to tell you guys what they were and what they sold for. They're lightweight, but I'm pretty sure they're real wood. I'm going to just randomly look for 20 seconds. Real wood. See if I can get anything that's even close to it. I'm going to guess not, but these are interesting. You guys let me know. What do you think? Look at the detail. They're very pretty. I'll have to Google photo it and see what happens. I think they're super unique, and I will definitely put in, you guys know me, I'm like I'm obnoxious with my keywords. I mean, I know a lot of keywords, but I'll make sure I stick to 3 or 4 that I think are applicable to that. So there you go. Another day, another bag of Goodwill outlet bins, $1.29. I probably have about 20 pieces here, and I will get them listed in the next day or 2. So I will keep going with all these Goodwill outlet bins hauls. I have another pretty big bag. That one will probably end up being a little bit longer. You guys let me know what you think. I'm actually super happy with all of these items. My Goodwill bins days don't always go like that. And then sometimes, like I said, I'm just picking up things because it's $1 and I just throw it in there. So I'm very happy with all of these. Lots of good reasons to pick them up. I'm going to put it in my bins, and honestly, I'm going to go to bed for now. So I don't know what time of day it is for you. Thank you if you made it this far. You know I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.